even misbehavers, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravens, still don't give a about who be the latest. Can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you biggest day is.
It's week 4 of the NFL, and we'll be watching the dynamic Tyreek Hill. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Dolphins and the Jets on Thursday night.
Which of these 0-3 teams will visit the win column for the first time? We'll see. We're underway here in week 4. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game. 10 carries, 76 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26.
First down, New York.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 carries, 82 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. You talk about this Jets defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Achane on the counter, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Dolphins had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 36-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. Here's Hill on the return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4. Hill going to go in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. A give, running right, Achane. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Again, it's Achane. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They trying to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That is caught. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run. Achane fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he'll power his way up near the 25. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Then the Dolphins getting set to go here.
And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Tua. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Jets taking over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. Rodgers now on 1st down.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Now Rodgers.
He short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Caught. It's Wilson.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers.
This pass complete to Rucker.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And we'll still have time for one play before the half as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. 1 second, all that remains.
32 Stinger. Watson, Oscar.
Tua, a final shot before half. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3 as they begin their second half here. Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Rodgers now on first down. Once again, Rucker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Offense is moving them a little bit, have them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And again, it's Rodgers. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Short throw to Smith. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
And the Jets will take over.
New York set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
3rd and 9 here.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On play action, Rodgers.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at this.
McDaniel, he's going to ask him to take a closer look at this call, and out comes a challenge flag. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Rodgers.
This pass wide to Hall. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by Cam Smith. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle, he gets it to Barrios. It'll be a gain of 5. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Out to his left.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Give them 32 on the play. A run straight ahead with Achane. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 and now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
2nd and 6.
Running right, here's Achane. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds here. Calling it. It puts him in better shape here for 2nd and goal. A nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year and 3rd overall. And the Dolphins go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now out come the Jets. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Rodgers. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks.
There's a reason it's all linebackers are often captains of the defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now gets to record a sack, too.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Now Hill to return it. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how
how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger there on the stop. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll give this to Achane.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Tua going to run the sneak.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Rodgers to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
It's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Achane is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll run it. Achane with it.
And boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
They'll go. Achane.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete there to Smith. Look at the big fella go. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Here's 1st down. Back to throw, Rodgers. To the sideline and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
This to possibly force OT, and unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And it's incomplete. Rodgers has done it before, but he won't get the connection here in the...
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted, want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That. Shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off, got the flight. Promise you if anybody can hold me, I can. Get the right man, baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back, run it back, and run it back, ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the front. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another ride. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, I'm running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. Not by the act.
Yeah.
And run it back, you see how I act. Nothing I lack. Feel it like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I don't stress about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high key.
Just like that, like that, like that. Told her might be right back, right back, right back. Oh yeah, it's like that, like that, like that. I told her might be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that, double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it back, run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the truck with expired tag. Punch the gas, run it to the future. Past, I'm done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
Run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back. Run it back, I got the devil in my eye doing God's work. I got
MC, Cole, Kendrick, and me. Instead of comparing the